Clinic intake is rushed. A patient types out their story, symptoms, medications, all in a messy free text, and a clinician has to rebuild the timeline and catch dangerous drug interactions by hand. It's easy to miss a red flag, and the tools meant to help usually fail people with low vision. This is CareBridge. Here's a synthetic patient, Margaret Chen, a 72-year-old woman with a few days of shortness of breath and chest tightness. Just one click and one GPT-4o mini call turns that paragraph into a structured color-coded timeline. But look at the red flag chips. Shortness of breath, chest tightness, breathing worse, lying flat. Three urgent flags, and the AI did not decide those are urgent. Every flag is tagged deterministic rule with a rule ID. The model handles language. The safety call is a curated clinical rule engine, never the model. Same story. The medication list. Margaret's on warfarin for her atrial fibrillation, and she's been taking ibuprofen daily for her knee. Now we see the drug interactions. CareBridge flags the pairing of warfarin and ibuprofen as a major interaction, a real bleeding risk. That severity isn't a guess either. It comes from DD inter-interaction database and the open FDA drug label, looked up deterministically. The card even carries the note that to avoid NSDAs and to use acetaminophen instead. Now let's head to the patient view. Same shared data model, but a second view built exclusively for the patient. We have large type text for better accessibility. The AI rewrote the clinical wording into something readable and understandable by a layman. But the warning and severity are still the same deterministic rule, tagged right on the card. There's a plain language medication schedule and a persistent banner, synthetic data, not medical advice. Here's the medication schedule, and now the patient can also query about their medications by clicking on this button. The patient asks for their medication in one click. This answer is grounded by Microsoft Foundry IQ, agentic knowledge retrieval over the actual FDA drug labels. Look at the citation chips. Warfarin.md, naxoprofenon.md, every claim traces back to a real FDA label, not the model's memory, and it's tagged grounded Foundry IQ. The model phrases it in plain language. The facts are retrieved and cited, and the severity is still deterministic rule. Foundry IQ only explains, it never makes the safety call. Accessibility is a first-class feature in this application, not a coat of paint. Watch. I'll turn the screen off and it can still narrate.
Overview. Your health story in plain language. You've been feeling short.
Why does this happen? So browser web speech works offline and we have full keyboard navigation with it using tab and arrow keys. Visual focus, ARIA live announcements, 7:1 contrast, reduced motion support. We even tested Lighthouse on a application wherein we got 100 accessibility for the landing page and a complete 23 on 23 for the main application. We built this app using GitHub Copilot. We used its planning and agentic mode to scaffold the app, grounded on every request by a custom instructions file that enforces the safety rules. A custom MCP server exposes the 4 deterministic safety tools to the agentic to Copilot's agent mode. And for every medication Q&A, Microsoft Foundry IQ grounds answers in the FDA labels via agentic retrieval. Site never hallucinated. 3 pieces, 1 safety core, the model writes language, the rule makes every safety call. That's CareBridge, the patient story, and the clinician's chart. Bridged accessibility